Hi, welcome to Monday's inaugural strength class. I'm doing this at 5 to rather than 11 because there's certain things that I want to explain before we go. The class, I don't know, for those of you that do my Wednesday class, the functional fitness class, this is going to be shorter and snappier. I'd quite like to get it in under half an hour, but that may not be possible. I'm going to talk less. It will be starting at 11, and we're going to do the warm up, then we're going to do the strength exercises, and then we'll do some stretching. You need a chair, trusty chair, and you don't need an exercise mat, but particularly if you've got wooden floors, an exercise mat will be beneficial. You'll discover after today. I've agonized about exercises. Are they too hard? Are they too difficult? If they're too difficult, will it put people off? If they're too easy, will it put people off? So I've done what I think, but I mean, I need feedback from you, because if they're just ridiculously hard and you can't manage them at all, I'll be surprised if that's the case. But if that is the case, let me know. There may be there's one exercise where you need, if you've got arthritis in your wrist, it may be difficult. I think that's the only one. Yes, it is. You need to be able to get on the floor, as I said, and to get up again, obviously. You can't wait on the floor for a whole week. Yeah, back to the mat, sorry. You can use cushions, but cushions are a bit unstable and bumpfully. A mat is probably better. Plus, if you have hard floors, 2 mats, you might need 2 mats. Looking forward to giving this a try. Good on you, Elizabeth. What I was going to say is that if you find the exercises difficult, I'm setting this up, you've got to be thinking, you know, it's like politicians do, tell them something terrible so that when they actually tell them what they want to say, it's not as bad. If the exercises are difficult, that means you should keep doing them, not give up, because it's a sign that sarcopenia is starting, your muscles are wasting away, you need to keep going. And I'm not expecting you to be able to do all of the exercises. I mean, you should be able to do 1 or 2 repetitions of each exercise, but I'm not necessarily expecting you to be able to do 30 seconds of plank or 30 seconds of side plank. It's going to take you a little while. But because the exercises are quite quick, the actual strength exercises are quite quick, maybe you should get into the habit of doing them every day, not just on the Mondays. But I mean, obviously, that's up to you. What else do I need to tell you? The pressure, all the expectations. Yes. I may be interrupted. I took the dog out for quite a long walk before we started this, and he is sort of sleepy at the moment. But as soon as he sees me getting on the floor, you know what dogs are like, he'll want to come up and lick my face and join in and things. So we may have to just bear with the dog just for a little while. Oh yes, the other thing is, because this is sort of inaugural and I'm testing it out and you're guinea pigs and things, this is a coffee-free zone today. Yes, it's a totally freebie. It's just a coffee-free zone. And the other thing is that 2 weeks today, that's the 5th of October, it's my birthday, so I'm not going to run a class on that day. I'm going to be out walking and running and doing the things that I like to do, okay? So I'll tell you again next week, and I'll put it up on Facebook and things, but the 5th of October, Monday the 5th of October, there is no class. But of course, what you can do is get out these 2 classes that will have been done and do them. So it's the dog's he's very intrigued by my exercise mat. He wants to chew that. The other thing is I'm going to have to be adjusting the camera, because what I'm going to do is to save you getting up and down off the ground. I'm going to start with a squat, and then we're going to do exercises on the floor, and then I'll finish. We'll do lunges, but that's standing up at the beginning and then floor in the middle, standing up at the end. So also I won't have to keep adjusting the camera. So it is 11 o'clock now. without further ado, just let me put this aside. So we're going to just warm up. I'm going to tilt the camera down a little bit so as I can go further back. Right. Tilted a bit far, I'm afraid. There you are. Now I can see you. Right, so we're going to start by warming up. Usual stuff, marching on the spot. There's no substitute for marching on the spot. You know the drill. On your feet if you can, on your toes if you can. So we're just going to start doing this. We're not going to do all the arm stuff today because that's sort of fairly gentle. We're going to be a little bit more energetic today, I suppose that's the word. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go straight into the routine. If there are any new people here, we're going to do heel digs and bicep curls at the same time. So we're going to heel dig and the opposite arm in a bicep curl. If you can, squeeze your hand a bit. That makes it a bit more. And then we're going to put our just a touch out to the side. Oh, good. 3, 2, 1, and then out to the side, and your hands go out to the side at the same time as your leg. So you're just touching your toe out to the side, and three, 2, 1. That's it. And then we're going to take a step back. So it's just a step back like that. But at the same time, we're going to shove our hands out in the front. When you're doing this, try not to let your knee come in. Oh, what am I doing? There. Try not to let your knee fall in sideways like that. Try and keep your knees straight. And imagine you've got headlights on your hips. So your hips are your headlights are pointing forward. Okay, 3, 2, 1. There. And then a toe tap, just touching your toe, and at the same time swing the opposite arm. Just get a bit of a rhythm going. You keep going. I'm just going to look at the time. Right, we're just going to, just to help your coordination. Sorry, 3, 2, 1. We'll stop. Okay, right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do, what are we going to do? We're going to march, but we're going to raise our legs a little bit higher. So we're going to do a bit more marching like this, a bit more, just to, because I'm only, normally we do a 10-minute warm up, sometimes even more. This time we're giving it 5. So what you could do is just try and do this without doing that, if you can. So it's your leg comes up high enough that you can clap. If you can't, absolutely fine, but it's something to aim for. If you can't, bring it up high enough to clap under it. Don't lean forward to do it. Just clap at the side. Okay? Speak amongst yourselves. Right. We're just going to go through that routine that we did. We're going to do heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, what am I doing? Back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. One last time, heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Right, now I have practiced this and it was quite quick. So we may come in under the 30 minutes. And if we do, I might add on another couple of exercises, but we'll see how it goes. Like I say, this is quite experimental in a way. I've not really done a strength class for older people before, particularly one that's just body weights. So we're going to start with a good old squat. I'm just going to put this down slightly more, not right down. We're going to start with a squat. Now, those of you that know me will know that a squat is sitting without the chair. Your knees don't go over your toes. As with the other class that we do, technique is more important in squatting than actually getting right down. So if you're standing with your feet hip width apart, stick your bottom out. If that's as far as you can go, that's absolutely fine. As you get stronger, you'll be able to go down more. But if you can only do that, that's absolutely fine. Don't force yourself to go down further than you can and lose the technique. So we're going to do 10 squats. And at the top of each one, we're going to just bring the pelvis forward and clap behind. Okay? And then I've got something nice for you at the end of the squat. I use the word nice loosely. So, and the other thing with the squat, don't let your knees come in, keep your knees out. So, at least hip width apart. The wider you have your legs, your feet, the easier the squat is, I find. And also, imagine you've got two eyes on your chest that have to be looking forward. So, I put my hands out here. It just sort of balances me because your weight on the squat is in your heels. So, that's the longest explanation I'm going to do. Gives you a bit of a rest. Off we go. So, we go 1, nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's different today, I hear you ask me? Well, what we're going to do is get into the squat again. Now, I advise you not to go too far down on this one. Say to there, and then hold it there. With good technique, we're going to pulse. So we're just going to go like that. Keeping technique. Just try not to let your knees go over your toes. It's more your bum that's going up and down. And we're just going to pulse until you can feel your thighs here screeching a bit. Stop, 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 stop. Right, stand up. Well done. Right, I'm going to put the camera down because we're going to get on the floor now. Right, I think that's okay. So, if we can get down on the floor. If you have difficulty on the floor, get on a chair and either, like I showed you last week. Oh, sorry, don't get on the chair. This way. Or slither off a sofa. It's up to you. But anyway, we're going to get on the floor. And we're going to do a plank. With the plank, we're going to be on our elbows like a sphinx. And don't have your bottom's not up in the air. It's not, you haven't got a hollow in your back. You're on your toes. If you find this too difficult, you can put your knees down. But try and do it up on your toes first. Just realised I need my stopwatch. So, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. So, your hands are like a sphinx. Your arms are like a sphinx. On your toes. Nice straight back. It's called a plank because your head and all the rest of your spine is in alignment. And I've started the stopwatch now. So we're going to do 30 seconds. You may start off like this, and then you may want to go down onto your knees like that. It's entirely up to you. Try and do it for as long as you can, though. Pulling in your core, pulling everything in. Just have a check if you can to see that your back's straight. 29, 30, right. That was the 30 seconds. It was actually slightly more than 30 seconds. But you're tough, can't you? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a side plank. A side plank, you make sure that your elbow is under your shoulder. It's not out here or anywhere. It's under your shoulder. Your legs are straight out. I'll show you how to modify this if you find it difficult. And you go up on your side like that. If you can't get up, put your lower leg, bend your lower leg back like that, and put that leg there, and then come up. Okay? So whether you're doing the modified side plank, that's where your other leg is, the modified side plank, or the full side plank, adopt the position now. Ready, steady, up. And we're going to try this one for 30 seconds as well. And we'll see how it goes. If you can't do it for 30 seconds, that's absolutely fine. Take a note of where, well, just keep trying until you can. This is great for around here. If you prod yourself under here, you'll feel it's really, really hard. 27, 28, 29, 30. And then we're going to roll over and go to the other side. Remember, elbow under your shoulder. It's really important that. If it's not under your shoulder, you risk injury. Legs out straight, or bottom leg like that. Not like that, obviously, like that. So we're going 1, 2, 3, up. And there, I find it easier this side. For me, is easier than the other side. These are hard. I'm not kidding. I'm not pretending that this is easy. These side planks are hard. There's no denying. "26, 27, 28, 29, 30. How did that go? Right, losing no time. We're going to lie on our stomachs. Okay? And have your, I'm going to move this slightly. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm going to pull this back a bit so that you can see what I'm doing, or so I can stretch my arm out. Going to have one hand here, like this. Can you see that? Rest your head on it. The other one is out in front of you. You're going to raise this arm and the back leg. Okay? 1. Up. Hold it there. 2. Try not to push down with the leg that's not rising up. 3. Keep your elbows and your knees straight. 4. Sorry, you should lift your head as well. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. And then switch arms. 1, 2. It's more lifting than pushing. 3. I'm better on this side. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then, without further ado, we're going to do press-ups. So, what I want you to do is I want you to go on all fours. I'm going to do this various angles for you. On all fours, with your hands under your shoulders. So your arms are straight and your hands are under your shoulders. And then what I want you to do is you're just going to, using your arms, not using anything else, not moving your body at all, not dipping your head forward, just bending your arms. You're just going to come down to the mat and up. Only your arms move. Your elbows are sort of back at 45 degrees. Okay? If you're really good at this, you can actually do it 3/4. So you would be doing this and you would be going down like that. But that is a lot more difficult. Today we're just going to do the box press up. I'm going to come this way so that you can see. I can't see if you can see. Yes, you can see. So only your arms are moving and we're going to do 10. So we're going to go 1. Be conscious of the fact that your arms are taking all the weight. 2. The object of the exercise is not to get your nose to the floor. 3. It's to bend your arms and take all the weight of your upper body on your arms. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. How was that? That is tough on your arms. Did you manage to do it? Right. Sitting down. That's the one if you've got any rheumatism or anything in your wrist. But if it hurt your wrists and if you don't have anything physically wrong with your wrists and it hurt your wrists, it's only because they're not used to taking the strain. Just keep doing it. Next one, sitting up, feet out in front, toes pulled back. Have your hands in front of your hips. Don't have them back here. Have them in front of your hips. We're sitting up nice and straight, but have your hands there, or you can have them there. It might be a good idea to have them there, then you're not tempted to put them behind you. What we're going to do is just pick up one leg, pick it up, put it there, the heel there, and then back out. Pick it up, heel, and out. You will have to lean back to do it. We're just not built any other way. I'm going to do 10 on each leg. So, are you ready? We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Don't scuff it along the ground. 4. Lift it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then sit forward. Well done. Staying seated. Well, we're going to lie down, so you better watch this because you might not be able to see it if you're lying down. We're going to do a bridge. So lie on your back, put your feet so that when your hands are flat down like this, your heels are just touching your middle finger. And make sure that make sure your knees don't come in. Your knees stay parallel like that. This is very inelegant, isn't it? And you're going to come up. Keep your knees like that. They don't go in. So, heels there. And then tilt your pelvis and roll up through your vertebrae until you're at the top. And then squeeze those glutes. Give them a good old squeeze. Imagine there's a penny between, well, you know, that you want to keep there. And then we're going to go down. And then we're going to roll up again. Squeeze the glutes. And then down. And roll up again. Squeeze. Squeeze. And then rolling down again. And rolling up again. And down. I've lost count. I think that's about 5. And then we're going to go up. 6. Keep them squeezed. Put your hands like this if you want. 7. Squeeze. 8. Check, just have a look up, check your knees are still parallel. And 1 more. And then down. And then, just to the last floor exercise, we're going back on our, this is a yoga move, we're going back on our hands and knees, make sure your hands are under your shoulders, and we're just going to do cow-cat. So we're going to go cat, is that cow? I'm not sure which is which, and then hollow your back, and then up again, and down. As you come down, your head comes up, and as you go on like this, your head comes under. So you're going like that, and then like that. And that just loosens your back a bit. Right, we're standing up again, using the chair if you need to. Now the reason you've got the chair is for balance. Because we're going to do some lunges. Now, lunges are really good for your core and for stability, but they're also good for strength. But if you are a bit careless with them, you can fall over. This is the last exercise. If you can, put your hands on your hips. If not, hold on to the chair. And what we're going to do, I'm going to pull this back so you can see my feet. In fact, I'm going to do it sideways so that you can see what I'm doing. So you step forward, you bend your back knee. Sorry, that's not a big enough step. Take a fairly good step forward, and then you bend so that your thigh, this thigh, and that shin is parallel to the floor. You stand up and you stand back. Make it 3 distinct movements. So step, bend, up, 4. 4 distinct movements. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. When you're doing it, forward, keep the old headlights on the hips forward. and your back is straight, and then up. You're not doing this. Okay? We're going to try 10 on each side. Okay? So, step, bend, up, back. Step, bend, up, back. 2, step, bend, up, back. Step, bend, up, back. I think that's 4. Step, bend, up, back. 5, bend, up, back. 6, step, bend, up. 7, step, bend, up, back. 8, step, bend, up, back. 9, step, bend, up, back. Now on the other leg, step, bend, up, back. Step, bend, up, back. Step, bend, up, back. Step, bend, up, back. Step, bend, up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Right. To finish, we're going to do the high intensity running on the spot. Maybe we won't this week. No, we won't this week. To finish, we're going to go into the stretches. I'm going to get rid of my mat here. So we're going to start with, I was going to do the high intensity running, but legs are a bit wobbly. So we're going to start by stretching the calf muscle. So, because we've been using the thighs and the calves quite a lot. So front leg bent, front leg bent, back leg straight, heel on the ground, leaning forward. And then switch legs. And then we're definitely going to do a stretch the thighs because we've been using those. So if you can, grab your foot, your shoe, your trouser leg, whatever, standing up nice and straight. If you can't do that, do this, the dynamic stretching. So I'm going to do static stretching. Those of you that need to do the dynamic stretching, keep doing that. Absolutely fine. And then switch over. I hold on to the chair because it's not really a balancing exercise, but you can practice your balance at the same time. Nothing happens in isolation. Those of you that are doing the dynamic stretching, keep doing that. And then we're going to do the hamstrings. So sitting in the chair, sitting at the edge of the chair, up nice and straight. One leg forward, toe pulled back, sitting up nice and straight, lean forward from the hips, not the waist. And then sit up, other foot forward, sitting up nice and straight, lean forward from the hips, not the waist. Okay, now we've been putting quite a lot of strain on the back and the shoulders, so we're going to have arms outstretched, palms forward, round the tree like that, and then dip your head. So you're like this. So it's these muscles here at the back that you're stretching. And then stretch your chest. If you can, interlink your fingers. If not, just try and get your elbows together. If you're interlinking your fingers, pull your arms up, just to get that stretch across your chest. You've definitely worked the triceps when you were doing the push-up. So arm up like that behind your back. If you've got shoulder mobility problems, you might not be able to do this. Pull it back, just to stretch this muscle here. And then other arm. And finally, we're going to do a hip flexor stretch. I'm just going to... Oops, been an earthquake. Right. So hip flexor stretch, you might want to hold on to the chair. So what we're going to do is one leg out behind you, one leg bent like that. If you can, put the knee on. You can't get your knee. Is what you're doing. Sorry, I should have done the other one. What you're doing is you're stretching this bit here, but keep yourself upright. Don't slump forward. Ow. Not sure I can do this. That's it. You lean forward like this, and that's stretching that. If you can't get as far as this, that's absolutely fine. But the main thing is to have your torso upright. Because if you're doing that, then this isn't stretching it. And then if you can, do the other one. Let me know if you find this one difficult, because we can do this one on the chair next week if you want. Oh, and there we are. That's the first stretching one going. So I don't know whether you looked forward or not. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, it tells me on the thing, doesn't it? No. That was 33 minutes. Hello. That was 33 minutes, so not too bad. Now, I need honest feedback, because if it's no use to you, if you can't do it, if it's too hard, then obviously I need to know. But anyway, otherwise, I will either see you Wednesday at 11 or 5 to 11, or next Monday at 5 to 11, or maybe both. So, bye.